Oregon State and Cal next up. Oregon State 9.5-point road favorites, 52.5 being the total. This is definitely one of those point spread ranges where I worry about Oregon State a little bit here, and credit to them. And by the way, how good does that win against Oregon State look for Washington State? Seeing Oregon State's defense bounce back and dominate Utah last week in that Friday night home game. We said this is the spot to be weary of Utah, and it played out that way as Oregon State wins 21-7 last week at home in Corvallis, and now they take on Cal, who lousy as favorites, reasonably better as underdogs, especially at home. 5-point dogs against Auburn. They covered. They didn't against Washington, but a lot of that was turnovers, and there was a special teams touchdown as well from Washington.
Yeah, they were down 28-0.
Yeah, and they didn't quit
right away.
Yeah.
No, they didn't
quit. They didn't roll over, and that's a credit to Justin Wilcox and the coaching staff. And Sam Jackson returned at quarterback against Arizona State from injury. He's still got to improve his accuracy. He's only completing 52.6% of his passes so far this year. He does have 5 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions, but just play-to-play accuracy, throwing the ball has to improve a little bit here for him. That being said, I'd be leery. Again, Oregon State, the big home win. Now they're going on the road, laying a sizable number. That DJU Oregon State offense is still the last, the couple of games, the San Diego State game and the Utah game, a little more erratic. They did move the ball pretty well against Washington State. We'll see how they fare here, but and I like Oregon State and I like Jonathan Smith. You all know that. I just don't know if this is the time or the spot where I'm looking to lay 9.5 with them on the road. What do you think here, C-Matt?
Yeah, they took care of business at home like we thought. I had the under, came through. One thing is, Cal's going to want to run it, and Oregon State's defense is, especially against the run, is top notch so far this season. And Oregon State's been able to run it too. It looks like it's whoever's in at quarterback, but Sam Jackson was back last week. If they can find a little success running it, here's a home dog. I think they could hang around. One thing is DJ too. It's like, that was last week. It was good. He was at home. But if he takes care of the ball, Oregon State could roll here. But I got to look at California. Kind of an ugly home dog after the big win at home for Oregon State.
Yeah, and this is the role for Justin Wilcox since he's been the head coach of the Golden Bears. They've been very good in the dog role and especially the home underdog role. So if you're an ATS trend guy, you're probably liking California here in this game. All right, next up. We've only got 4
under
games.
Too. I wanted to touch on a little bit. I'd go under. I know that Oregon State, there's been some scoring games between these two teams, but if they both want to run it, I think it can stay under the total.
I could see that. And plus Oregon State Cal rather. You look at it here with Cal, they've been a run heavy offense this year, and Oregon State's run defense numbers are very good. It's been through the air where they've been burned a little bit. Is Sam Jackson at the point where he can take advantage of that secondary? I don't know. When you're barely completing 52% of your passes, that's not what you want to see. It's not the completion rate you want. So he's going to have to be more accurate, Sam Jackson, here in this game for Cal at the quarterback position.